Hello YouTube, this is Barco Pez showing you another deck profile. I'm showing you another personal favourite of mine, and these are Fabled, but Chaos version. And it's an unfinished deck, so I'm just going to put that out there. I just wanted to show you it in this state because it has actually proven rather useful at this moment in time. It's not exactly beaten a lot of top decks, but it's come very close, and I have won games, not matches, against any of the top decks, but it's come close to beating Insectors, and, well, I would say it kind of came close to wind-ups, but it didn't really come that close, because they just did a Hunter loop, but it has beaten Chaos Dragons, so this format of Chaos, which I thought would get destroyed by him, it actually did prove rather well. So I'm here to show you it today because I think it can help out for you if anyone is making a fabled deck. So I'm gonna shush and get on with the deck because I would actually like to show you this. So of course, as a core card in Chaos formats, you have a BLS. This is the beat stick of all Chaos. 2 Chaos Sorcerers, just everyone knows what he does. It's just nice to get that removed from play. 1 Light Ray Sorcerer. This one's very nice, and especially in this deck because a lot of your light monsters do get banished in the process, like Ganashnia. So you can get yourself 3 light monsters, and pretty much after one of these summon, you will be able to summon him. I've gotten him out many times, and it's just pretty much so you're recycling all your Ganashnias, you're putting them back into your deck, and you're also banishing one of your opponent's cards. Also, if you run the Fabled Kashano, if people banish it, you can actually put it back, so it really does help. But if you're not playing against someone who's smart against Fabled decks, well, you ain't going to worry. And of course, 2 Fabled Kashanos. This is one of my core tuners in the deck, only because it's just a nice pure level 3. You can get yourself a level 6 out with this, or you can go for the XYZ for level 3s. So pretty much, when you have him in your graveyard, you want to get rid of like Ganashnia or something like that, just so you can get the level 6 out straight away. 1 Fabled Grimro, just for the search. I only run 1 because I only have 1 at the moment. I would usually run 2 like I do on Dueling Network, but I only have 1 at the moment, so I've had to make do. 3 Fabled Ganashnias. This card is very important in the deck. It's what you mainly use to sync. 3 Fabled Nazuchi. If these cards are played correctly, you can get yourself a nice high sync. And also you can get yourself a nice Gachi out, but I don't run him in the deck, but I should be. And yeah, it's very useful. You can just special summon onto the field, and you have so many opportunities to do things. I have 2 Fabled Cerberals. These are a nice level 2 tuner. If he's discarded, he's special summoned. So if you have like level 3s on the field or anything like that, anything on the field, you can just sync up. It's a nice little thing. 2 Fabled Chawas, a very nice tuner in the deck. You can sync for level 4 or even higher. You discard a Fabled card from your hand and he's special summoned. So he's very nice. He's only a level 1, but if you're going for the Shooting Star, he's very easy to get out with that card. Okay, 1 Tour Guide. With this card you want to get your Kashano onto the field, then you overlay, so you can just get the Kashano quickly to grave, and it gives you a nice Dark Monster in the grave, so you get a nice setup. Sangan for the searches. Most of your Fabled cards are actually under 1500, so you can bring them straight to your hand. 1 Battle Fader, essential for any deck. 1 Gauze, essential for most decks. And Honest, very essential for the deck. Your monsters do not have a lot of attack, so you need to protect them. 1 Shining Angel, you get your special summon. Most of your cards in the deck are light, so he comes in handy. Marshmallow, just a stall, because, if you run out of cards in your hand, you need a stall. Thunder King Ryo helps out. He's pretty much a good staple as well, stops your opponent from searching and stuff like that. 1 Monster Reborn, staple for any deck. A Forbidden Lance. This card has come in handy quite a lot of times, mainly when your opponent runs into you, you're just like, yeah, Forbidden Challenge here. Or if people try to destroy your cards, Mirror Force here, you can protect one of your monsters. Like if you run into a Mirror Force with BLS, Forbidden Chalice it. As much as he loses attack, you're not getting nuked. 3 MSTs. I like to destroy back row a lot, and it's quite essential that you do destroy their back row with these cards, because some things that I've found out with this deck is if they do stop some of your summons, it can ruin the whole game for you. So run 3. 1 Dark Hole, you know, it's just, if I've got nothing and they've got everything, it's just nice to nuke the field, especially when you got Heavy Storm as well. Yeah, just pretty much get rid of the back row. I like getting rid of back rows. Swords you really like, just essential to stall. Nightmare Steel Cage, I like to stall. How many times do I have to say this? Pot of Duality, as much as this deck does special summon a lot, it's just nice to get the extra card to your hand that you might need for the next turn. Monster Reincarnation, you can discard to add a monster back to your hand, so it's very nice when you have a BLS in the grave, you can just discard something, just bring them back to your hand, and get the other removed from plays. Burn of the Mighty, your monsters do not have a lot of attack, so this is quite nice, and it distracts your opponent from destroying some other back rows. 1 Solemn Morning, staple for a deck. Mirror Force. Rejeki Break, you get a discard, and you can destroy a card in the field. Luminize, Magic Cylinder, and Changing Destiny. These cards are very nice, especially Luminize. And Golden Apples. Also, if you're going to use Golden Apples, if they attack you with more attack than your life points, you will lose, because you gain it back after you lose the life points. So, you do get the token though, if you can survive. There have been times when I've drawn this and I know I'm going to lose no matter what, so it's just, you may as well just accept it. Okay, now time to show you my extra deck. 3 Leviathan Dragons, pretty nice, just get yourself a 2/5 out. 1 Fabled Unicorn, very nice, you can get yourself a straight attack if you have the same cards in your hand as your opponent does, because it negates all spell and traps and effect monsters' effects that activate. Ally of Justice Catasta, staple level 5 for any deck in my opinion. 1 Sea Dragon Lord Gishlandon. I only have him in the deck just to fill up and get me the extra level 5, but I would usually run another Catasta or Rajin if I had another one. And Rajin, whichever one you like to pronounce it. This is very nice. You do mill your hand a lot, so you can just draw yourself a nice card or 2 cards. It's just quite helpful for that factor. Flameveld Uruquizes. Very nice card. There have been times when I've actually been able to buff him up to 3k, and I find that very surprising, how my opponent lets this card attack. I don't know if people underestimate him or anything like that, but he does piercing, and if he inflicts battle damage plus his attack by 300 permanently. 1 Bryonac, or Bryonic, whichever one you like to pronounce. You get to discard and you get to bounce, so it does get past a lot of cards. 1 Red Dragon Archfiend, and a Red Nova. It's very easy to get these out, especially Red Nova with the deck. But this deck isn't really pure synchro as some Fabled decks are. Like, I would love to run a pure synchro Fabled deck, but I love Chaos. I love the Chaos side to decks, and I wanted to give it a go, and I actually really enjoy it, and it's become one of my favourite decks to use, apart from my Banishing. So, for all of those who like this deck, please rate, comment, and subscribe, and if anyone has, like, any advice or anything like that, just comment on it, say you should run this as well, because I would like help for this deck. But I would advise running Spirit Reaper, because you get to stall more. I would advise to run a lot more cards, probably Crush, Fabled Crush, just so if she's discarded, you can special summon a Fabled monster from your grave. I would be running Fabled Raven, but that's in my Dark Woods at the moment, and I don't really like to dismantle decks because I usually forget half the time. But thank you for watching. I'm Barcode Pairs. I will be showing you some more deck profiles. I'll be showing you my Reamp Dark Worlds. I know I've shown them a lot, but you know, I think there are many ways to play Dark Worlds, some better than others, but I think, you know, it's fun to look at. I'm also going to be showing you Mystic Piper Final Countdown deck. That will be probably coming next week. So yes, please rate, comment and subscribe. I'm Barco Pez and I'm signing off. Goodbye.